Hello, you're very welcome to this video. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the MyFuture Plus program from Careers Portal and how you can explore different career apps. These applications, I suppose, will support a person's understanding of who they are, who they would like to be, and exploring pathways that may match in steps towards what a person would like to do, whether that's education, training, employment, work experience towards their career path. So to start, if you've talked to your guidance counselor, your employability or employment or education support worker, and they have mentioned in relation to MyFuture Plus, and you've clicked join, and you have joined the particular service that is supporting you on MyFuture Plus. So you're at the stage where you're looking to use the actual career apps. So you can log on to CareersPortal.ie. And on the main page, you will see the areas where you can go in and log in. So in the top right-hand corner of the screen, as you can see here, you can click login. You add in your username and password. So your username and your password, and click login. So when you click login, you'll meet the area where you can look at the actual career apps. In previous videos, I have looked at career sectors, interest profiler, personality quiz, your career skills, your overall career values, and learning styles. So in this particular video, what I'm going to look at is the colorblind check. Where the colorblind check will be relevant, I suppose, is for different types of careers will require either registration for when you're learning a Ishihara plate test, where you would check your vision for any challenges or defects with regards to color and otherwise. So what the colorblind check will do will give you an indication if there may be particular challenges to your color vision and so on. For example, if someone is going in to look at being an apprentice, if it is electrical or certain types of engineering, painting and so on, it's over 10 apprenticeships that will require, as part of the registration with SOLAS, will require a colorblind Ishihara assessment and so on, and an actual report as part of your registration. Say if someone is looking to be an electrician, you can look at the different elements of being an electrician, the entry requirements, and so on. And the colorblind, the 24 plate edition of the Ishihara color vision test is there. So what we do is we give a sample of an indication assessment where you can see if there's any kind of challenges. And when you're registering with either the local education training board for a particular interest in a course of an apprenticeship, for example, or a particular type of course, a colorblind vision test may form part of the registration process. So what I can do is, if I am interested in becoming an electrician, for example, I can go in, I can look at the actual apprenticeship itself, as I have done. I can start that for later to come back to the overall information itself. Clicking on career file brings me back to my overall career file. I can see an apprenticeships that's been saved under my career library. I can see that a color vision assessment will form part of the application process. So what I can do is I can go into colorblind check. And when I click on colorblind check, I can watch a video that has accessibility around it if I require, in relation to language, in relation to closed captions, if I need to, as well as that in terms of text with an assistive tech or browser add-ins. I'm in Chrome at the moment, so you can use, whether it's read aloud or whether it's text to speech. So I can highlight the actual speech. First of all, you can add them into your browser in Chrome, for example, Safari, Edge, and various different other browsers. I can highlight the text and I can get it read to me.
Color blindness can make some jobs difficult and others impossible. Working with fashion and art can be extremely difficult, as you will be unable to differentiate between some of the colors you'll be required to work with as an everyday part of your job. Likewise, jobs such as interior design or lighting engineer can be quite challenging.
So with the browser tools, I can use the text to have it read to me if I want, for everything from time, for accessibility and usability, and to support me as I move around different elements of the site. Along with this as well, there's the overall reference data as to where the actual standards for occupations come from in Ireland, and a fact file in relation to colour vision defects, different kind of challenges that a person may face, and so on. So what I can do is I can go in and I can take the colour vision assessment. So I click on colourblind test there. What I see is there's a description of particular types of colour deficiency and so on, but there's an actual plate that I can see. So I get prompted in relation to what I am looking for in this particular assessment.
With or without color vision defects, everybody should be able to read the number 12.
Okay, so as I'm viewing this particular plate, on the background that's green, the number 12 that's in orange is apparent to me. So I can move on from this particular plate test, and likewise I can look through.
People without any color vision defects see the number 5. Most people with a color vision defect cannot see any number or will misread the actual number.
So the 8 plates that are available in this particular assessment as a sample indicator will give me an idea of different elements of an Ishihara assessment that I might need to take. So what this does, this gives me an idea of if I might have particular accommodation needs for when I'm moving into particular types of learning or particular challenges that I might have. So this information feeds into me as I'm making my decision. And as well as that, when I'm registering with Solus, for example, for an apprenticeship, if it is painter, for example, when I am approaching a company or am I approaching a registration and so on, as part of my registration with Solus, I can approach getting an assessment Ishihara test, and as part of my registration I can explore putting down accommodations as part of the support for my learning as I'm progressing through the different stages of the training. So on the job part, the phase 2 further education and training part in the training centres, on the job, training, on the job, and training before I qualify as a painter, and so on. So what from all of these sections, I can get a sense of what's involved in the training, the different skills, the overall work activities, and elements of how I'm going to get this apprenticeship. And in the getting this apprenticeship section, I can see a colourblind check will form part of the registration process and where I might find employers and so on. So if painter is something that I'm interested in and I'm considering in relation to challenges I may or may not have in relation to colour vision, I can become more aware of how ready I am and what type of supports that I may need as I'm looking to move into that particular type of career learning, whether it's through apprenticeship or whether it's through a traineeship or whether it's through college-based or further education and training, PLC courses and so on. The color blind check sometimes gets mostly associated with apprenticeship, but different types of both careers, of the over 1,000 careers that Careers Portal have profiled, but as well as that, the upwards of 4,000 careers and career courses that we have profiled, where a color vision element will become relevant to them particular courses. So each journey starts with an understanding of who we are and what will help us develop in our career journey, whether that's education, whether that's training, or whether that's employment. So thank you very much for listening to this video, and I wish you the very best of luck in your career journey. In terms of overall supports in your career library, all that I saved, the electrical apprenticeship, the painter and decorator apprenticeship, are there and available to me. I can add more or remove based on what I'm interested in and so on. I can get all the information in relation to them. And as well as that, if I am unsure and I need a quick refresher in relation to how I might use the colorblind check, I can click into the quick guide and I can use this to understand which part of the career apps that I might use. So thank you very much. I wish you the very best of luck in your career journey. You're more than welcome to follow Careers Portal on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and connect with us as needs be for support. The very best of luck.